a long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, shot.
They begin the drive with Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You look at this Niner defense.
They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run it again with Williams. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Well, this defense for the Niners, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They give it to Williams, running right. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
There's Shaw. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
79 Broncos. Drop 60, drop 60.
Looking to throw. Shaw escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
2nd and 10.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
See what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
On 3rd down, Shaw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Herbert on first down now.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
What an advantage having a lead guy to build a defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Back to throw. Shaw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, and a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Crowd right, crowd right, crowd right. Let's go, let's go.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Run!
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
The Niners at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Orange. Hey, Ray.
Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. Touchdown! Jahmyr Gibbs. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in Week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Let's go now.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Sliding out of the pocket. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They just launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down. Shaw has taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Cut back in, cut back in.
Back to throw again. It's caught on the right side. Williams. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On second down, Williams. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Well, they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Cowboy 80. Let's go.
Off the option, here's Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a yard.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
A short throw to Musgrave.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 26. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
It's a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I'd pin the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1, and he's hoping on the road to glory.
And he will be out of bounds after a nice pickup. And that will also lead us to the 2-minute warning.
Ready,
just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
On 1st and 10, Shaw. Throwing one incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
To throw on 3rd down. Shaw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Colts have retaken the lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Run! Hey, go Lion. 59. Crowd right.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now a 2nd and 10.
Baylor Tiger.
Herbert off of play action. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Ready.
Herbert now. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
A short throw to Musgrave. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
Ready.
First down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Boy, somehow, someone lost that running back downfield. He had acres of space, but this ball overthrown. And that's one you've got to be able to hit on.
Got a man on the right sideline. It's Fleming. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts would extend their lead here just before halftime. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. Play action. It's Herbert. He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He's got his target. That's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Devin Duvernay, 75 yards.
And the Niners come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Off the play fake. Shaw. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Looking to throw. Shaw. Open man is Musgrave, and he's got it. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are able to widen their advantage. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the... touchback.
Hey, Ram. Let's go.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. I like the thought process, I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
Hold the trips right. Well, 21.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Set. Baylor Tiger. Set.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Again, it's Johnson. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
There's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Go.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Go. Hey, Ram. Set.
On 4th down, Herbert. A pass caught by Duvernay. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
That's another 49er.
Let's go.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Go for it.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here now.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That's pulled in at the 32. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Herbert. And this is caught. He hits more. Touchdown, 49ers. DJ Moore, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point try now for Moody. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Here's Shaw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
The Colts on 3rd down. 6 conversions in 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Rig alert! Rig alert! 18 Rattlers! 18 Rattlers!
Back to throw. Shaw. That is caught. He's going to have the first down and more than that. Touchdown, Colts. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Colts are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
49ers 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here. And they are, there he goes, right side. He's to the 15. Touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Moody good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Let's go now.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really with the 4-minute offense, this is just trying to grind the clock. So you want to consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 62 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to take it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use time?
There he goes, left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Emmanuel Forbes up from the secondary to make the tackle.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
18, right in. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Looking to throw. Shaw. This is caught. Touchdown, Colts. Javonte Williams. 27 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Point after try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
49ers, 28.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. On first down, Justin Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Crowd right, crowd right, crowd right. Baylor Tiger, Baylor Tiger.
Back to the air. Herbert on second down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Herbert. Open man is Duvernay. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Duvernay in motion.
12, 12. 21. Baylor Tigers. Let's go.
Herbert throwing again. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Here's Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 42. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Let's go. Hey.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
2nd down and 6 now. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Cut 19. 19 tight. 19 tight.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Caught left side, Williams. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taking it about the 16. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. This is 1st and 10.
Go.
Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Ram.
Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching